All right. The iPad Pro is bending. I'm not happy.
Joking around. Because this is a serious show. You know that?
This is a serious show. Let's get into it.
Is it though, really?
Exactly. He knows. He's from Brixton, yo. Watch out.
A little bit. So I pretty much just read an article on Macworld saying that iPads are bending.
Yeah,
Could it be that they're bending your just bash brain even more? Yes.
I've heard about this. I got the tweets, the people, they reached out. You may or may not know the whole bending of Apple products, Bendgate. People want me to weigh in. A lot of people requesting that I talk about this.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, no one wants bent anything.
No.
Okay, I can see where this is going. Because nobody wants bent things, guys, right? Exactly. But here's the kicker. It's probably going to be, you're going to say, I get it. What if we just find a way to put it in our bodies? That's the ultimate bending thing. Wow.
I don't know if that's true. I mean, maybe there's some things that it always comes back to this conversation of like, how big of a deal is it? Is it catastrophic? How many devices does it affect? It's the same kind of conversation that happened back in the
Right, because instead of bending the screen or bending the physical smashing and smashing, right? Because it looks ridiculous, right? Exactly, you know it. So then you're gonna say, let's just bash and defile the flesh even more. My flesh, I will sacrifice my flesh because I don't even give a damn. That's what this person is saying, and they're saying, wow, look, that's where I want to go, down into the abyss. But wait, there's no down. And down is the only way I will look whenever I'm inflated with the truth. Yes.
day when the original iPhone bent, the iPhone 6. The thing I like to talk
Bend.
about from this end of the spectrum, I'm not a brand, I'm not Apple. So I'm always going to advocate.
Right, so he's impartial. He's like, yeah, I'm impartial. Yes, so impartial. Impartial. I'm just on the fence. I'm just on the fence. You know what happens to the people on the fence? They get split open, okay? Split and defiled relentlessly over and over again, but they don't know. They think they're just pacifists and that the positivity and all this nonsense. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Advocate for the people. If you are someone who's affected by this, I think you have a point. It should be fixed. It's not an ideal scenario. And in the case of the original iPhone,
in that case, it shouldn't be fixed. Or what are you talking about? It should be fixed or it shouldn't? Look, wouldn't bending technology make this horrible backdrop look better? I mean, you think it's bomb, and everyone thinks it's bomb, but look, it's just some screens. It's just some screens, and giving you the illusion that you're looking into the abyss. But no, you're actually looking into the abyss. Yes. And so, what is this? Right, just screens. Wouldn't bending technology actually be awesome? Because now you could have one big panel, no problem, no problem, no problem. But no, this guy's gonna probably say, yeah, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Right? Because he want to probably just relentlessly bash you into thinking that, yes, this technology is available, but it kind of sucks, you know? So we should just import it into our bodies. Yes, yes, yes. And he's going to probably just blast that, so let's just watch.
that bent, Apple went back to the drawing board and switched their materials.
Oh, wait again, guy. Look, they're just going to just let that go over your chest while you huff and puff and blast yourself into oblivion and bat away thoughts.
They knew something was wrong, even though they didn't necessarily admit to it publicly. Can they do that in this case? I don't actually know the makeup of.
Wow, who cares if a phone can sustain that much weight? But you know what? Well, you know why they give you that example, because that is actually you, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to recreate you and show you how amazing they are. No. Look, these are the weights, the coins that you think you're chasing, but they're just weighing and about to devastate you. Yes.
Necessarily admit to it publicly. Can they do that in this case? I don't actually know.
Exactly, because it's all about how much life can they relentlessly beat out of you and just maintain you at that level where you're just about to snap. But look, there's a coach standing right up to you and saying, you can do it. 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 You're bashed and bashed and bashed and bashed. Yes.
Know the makeup of the alloy being used in the iPad. What I do know is that it's impossibly slim. Like, that thing is crazy thin. Is mine bent? I don't think
Is mine bent? I don't think so.
so. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, you would probably have to use like a level.
Yeah, you'd probably have to use a level.
Use a level. Right. Because your vision is just too bashed to even tell. You can't even tell if it's curved or not. It's amazing. Right? And that mentality just bashes into people's bashes and just obliterates into everything. It's like a upgrade. Okay, you're getting the download of how to constantly think, of how to relentlessly scramble and unscramble, but you don't even unscramble because it's just hollandaise sauce and it's just a bunch of mash, and a bunch of mash is not even mash. It's beyond mash. Okay, it's actually just dust.
How durable is anything that's this thin? Like, of course, there's a common sense component, and that's always what the Apple fans get angry about. They're like, who's bending? You're bending. Why are you bending your stuff? You're just not taking care of it, kind of thing.
Right. Right. And that's amazing because, okay, the technology is making all these bendy things, but look, why do you realize that you're being bent, right? Distorted, totally corrupted, right? No. You'll say no because you're rewarded too much. The reward is too much to bear. Exactly, like the coins that you just stack over relentlessly over your back and not even know that you're doing that. And it's about to just totally split you in half. Amazing, because you're saddling the line. The what? The line of what? The truth. Because the truth splits everything in half. You know why? Because the truth is the life and the way. Exactly. But you don't know. Because you sing I Did It My Way every day. That's your motto song. That's your hello motto song. I did it my way. God dang it, I did it my way. Slap that hand down and just swig that Fiji water down so that it can obliterate your brain and carve it out into the statue of the god that you think you are. Yes, amazing.
What I've been reading online is the biggest culprit to these types of bends, in the case of the iPad, is putting it in a backpack. So some individuals, apparently, they put the devices into a backpack, and then textbooks and other...
They put it in a backpack and just smash it. You guessed it, because it's all about just smashing and bashing and throwing things as hard as you possibly can against each other and see what you get. Yes, just do that relentlessly over and over again and put these tweezers, pinch yourself to make yourself believe that it's real. It's so real. It's so real because I'm feeling so much and it's so real.
Other weight that you would typically have in a backpack was leaning up against it, and then they end up with a bent iPad. That's a regular use case scenario. You should be...
Who would have thought that your stuff actually bends over time? Wow, that just blew people's minds, but nobody gives a damn because this dog doesn't give a damn. Doesn't give a damn. And this toy is nothing. And this dog is amazing because it will always be by its loyal owner. Right? Because the owner is loyal. Because it is the one that commands this, apparently. But no, the dog just wants food and it will stay and stand by you and protect you. Because it protects its sources, its resources. And it's amazing. It's the best animal at it. It is the best animal at it. And it will just emulate love. It doesn't know love. It is love. Love is relentlessly manifested in the flesh. How? Because it relentlessly keeps coming forward all the time. Always, always, always. Okay? Relentlessly, time and time again. Okay? Yes. Even though time is just a blasted thing in your head. Okay? This dog, what? Time? Right. You can sing a song to this dog about time, and it will just look at you and love you. Yes. 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 Yes.
Be able to do that without having a bent iPad. I don't know about you. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can imagine, being late for class or something, and then you're just stuffing
chuck it in.
textbooks and iPads in your bag. It's pretty normal. But the fact that they, are bending just like that.
It doesn't make you feel
I don't know. He's trying to figure out reasons to say. If he actually had an opinion or something valuable to say about why somebody making a bendy technology is just, the wrong thing, he would list something pretty technical or just, obviously using science and, the logical brain. But no, this guy's just like, yeah.
comfy with your new product, your new $1,000
Exactly,
product. Absolutely
exactly.
not. Yep.
Exactly. This guy brings it back in because he says and slaps him across the face and says, "Shut up, you're a novice. Let me take over."
The other point to make is I was reading some of the responses, some of the follow-up from Apple. It's a bit confusing.
But even what he had to say about money, he's like, "No, it's about the money that I paid and all my stuff to bend." What? Bashed.
Because I know The Verge reported that they had an official Apple
This believing from a person that, the universe is expanding. Guys, the universe is expanding, right? So in his mind, it's bending or it's just doing something, right? So even in his bash brain, he believes that bending is, the way, in so to speak. But no, it's forbidden for his actual things, for the technology that he believes in so much, for it to just all of a sudden be bending. No, it's just meh.
Follow-up from Apple. It's a bit confusing because I know The Verge reported that they had an official
So exactly, it's not even
Apple
about it being bendy. It's just the massage of making you just really kind of get on board with what they're saying, and really go with where they're gonna go with the solution. And you guessed it, the solution is just bashing it into your flesh or just mutilating the flesh in the open, right? Not even hiding it and doing it, and it just in dens in the middle of the ground. Who cares? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. They do it to the children in open. They don't even care anymore. Okay, so what is this person talking about?
Response, but then Apple was like, that's not our official response. Anyhow, there was this guy, an engineer or whoever he was responding to some email requests regarding the bending from customers, and he stated that this device is designed to their specification. If it's a little bit bent, no big deal, keep using it. It's a manufacturing thing. It'll stay as bent as it is. Now that's weird.
Yeah, because we all know we all bash and just demolish our things, right, guys? Yes. Who keeps their phone in just some sleeve in plastic and just touches it with a feather because they don't want to get a smudge on it, right? No. Okay, things just... how many times have your glasses just bent? Just bent because you got relentlessly smashed with a 2x4, just relentlessly, and you were the one doing it, okay? And then you picked up your glasses and they were all bent up, and then you probably had to buy new ones, okay? So wouldn't a bendy technology in your own philosophy, smashed up, just creedom of what? You guessed it, nothing. Even in that creed, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Weird. That response is probably more weird than the actual bending, because here you have the biggest consumer electronics company coming out and saying, a little bit of a bend, no big deal, even if it's out of the box when you buy it. That's unusual.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
they're defending things to just be pristine the whole time you own it. Wow, that's a weak, very weak thing. And all because you're going to now just elevate the reasons why you should not get on board with it. But it's all a ploy. They don't even have the technology. That's why they're going to make you feel like you chose to abandon it. Wow. And all of a sudden you're giving them full access to your what? Exactly, the temple. Because what? You're the purpose. So what is a temple? It is the foundation that stands of all this swarm, throughout the fleshly experience. Okay, what are you talking about?
in their unofficial statement saying, these iPads are either A, not bent, or B, supposed to be bent.
Yeah, by design.
Wow.
Yep.
Part of the cooling process. It's hard to figure out where to land on it. Of course, when I made that original video, it's still the most popular video that I posted. I think it has 70 million views on it. A follow-up to that story that many people didn't necessarily catch up on was the fact that further problems on the iPhone 6, this touch disease problem that crept up later, was a consequence of these slight bends. So for people who were thinking that it was strictly aesthetic at the time, it went on to have this further issue.
I mean, these people are talking nothing. They're saying nothing. Just they're tickling you. They're wordsmithing you at this point. They're just tickling you. They're tickling. They're tickling each other.
with these phantom touches taking place on the display because it screwed up the digitizer when it had that slight bend in it.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen for like a year.
It's just trauma, okay? Because the person will relentlessly just endure through this. Probably, probably think about 1,000 smash things while they're doing it. But, they'll stick through and watch what you're saying. And then you're massaging it because you'll probably get to the end somewhere, and I don't know, but you'll probably get to somewhere and actually say what this video is about, because this is all massage. This is all massage. Just nothing.
Or two afterwards. So people that thought they were safe out of the woodwork went on to acquire different problems eventually from that issue. And Apple went on to replace many devices under a repair program because of said touch disease. In the case of the iPad,
Okay, edit there. So they're like, okay, we made enough of that garbage. Okay, let's go and move on.
it might not even be a thing where you realize the extent of the damage immediately, but there may be other issues that creep up because of these slight bends in the frame.
See, I think the whole purpose of this video was to see how many times you can say bend. And this guy knows it. He just stared right at the camera, and look, that's the stare of what? Are you guessing? No, look. This is actually the look of shame, guys. This guy's ashamed to be, that's why he's all just bashful and shy and like he's doing this because maybe it's just, he said it's his job, but what is he doing? What is he doing? It's shame. That is a stare of shame. And of course, you could say everyone has shame and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. But just as your split mind has just scrambled and dashed and creamed all over you, it's just everywhere. And of course, at any given point, the eyes always tell, guys. The eyes always tell. They always tell. What do they tell? Well, look into somebody's eyes and see what you see. What? Is it the abyss? Maybe, because they're brash, it's bash in the abyss. So, check it out, because sometimes it surprises you and it's amazing. Because, yes, the life sees the life, and the life sees also the decay and the swarm. So, guess what? Yes, look into somebody's eyes. But most people don't look into people's eyes anymore. No, they do not. No, they do not. No. Because now the eye is you. The I is you, to the point of oblivion, to coming up with things of why you think it's not. Bend, don't go bend, stay straight. Stay straight, guys, stay straight and pristine, right? But no, you actually believe the actual opposite.
Over time, that might not be strictly aesthetic, but like a lot of these things that...
Because it's all about aesthetics, guys. It's all about appearance, guys. Yes.
Generate a ton of hype, and as you know, new Apple product comes out.
It's a whole experience.
It's a whole thing, because Apple's already doing a good job.
Because, it couldn't be that you're depressed because, something, trauma. It couldn't be that, right? And so appearances now, like everybody sees you as just deflated, just nothing, just dust. And they relentlessly try to help you or whatever. You might go to a therapy. Who knows? This guy probably is a therapist. He probably went through therapy, but no, it's just relentless therapy. What is this, right? And it couldn't be possibly that if you're depressed, right? It's because the apparitions, what appears has just devastated you. The apparitions, that is appears, right? It appears. The aesthetics, it's all about the aesthetics, guys. Let the aesthetics just demolish you and devastate you, right? Because it couldn't possibly be about overcoming, right? And overcoming and seeing beyond color. What is color? Color is just what it is. It's everywhere. It's everywhere and nowhere, right? Because that's your bash philosophy. You love it. But color, think about it. What is color? I don't know, but life abundance. Yes, forever and ever. Yes. But no, color. Apparently color, this could be orange to you. This could be, that's right. You got it. Nothing. But you're distorted. You're mashed up.
Job of telling you why you need it. So you're trying to find out.
It's all about the appearance. So find the appearance. Check it out.
Well, okay, that's cool. But maybe why not? Show me the why nots. And that's what people depend on this type of content for. So when I saw the video online.
Show me. He's like, yeah, anybody can come up with why, but why not? But why not? Isn't that what anybody says who's just a weak person? Why not? Why not? You know, hey, do you want to go out and just party and smash and smack? Yeah, why not? I only live once. Smashed.
Where the iPad was bent in half really easily. Of course, I'm not bending things anymore. You can attest to that.
Yeah.
I moved on. Look, take a look around. I moved on. But
look around. I moved on, right? Look.
I think we're at a point now where these devices are shrinking down so much that it's kind of inevitable. They're not going to be as tough because we demand thinness.
Oh, he's getting to it, guys. Here it comes. He's opened Pandora's box, and here it's coming out. It's going to gush out just like this Fiji pure water that he just guzzles and guzzles and guzzles because it's pure, pure, pure. But of course it's not. What is it? It could be toilet water. Who the hell knows? As long as it's in this beautiful bottle, you will drink it. You will drink it, and you will pay top dollar for it. Top dollar. So guess what? You're saying that technology is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's going to get skin thin and all this stuff. So hey, guys, why not just bash it into your gut? Just bash it into your rectum. Yes, you can get bigger penises. Yes. And women, yes, bash it so you can just bash your bodies even more. And bash. Yes, because what? Bending is bad. Bending is bad. Oh, as far as for technology. But no, the technology is based on your bashed mind. So what does that say? You're going against your own creation. Wow, is this the appearance of your own defiance to yourself? What is going on? This is complete meltdown. Meltdown.
Demand
Lightweight.
Thin, powerful,
Yeah.
beautiful. We want it all.
Exactly, we want it all. We want it all. And guys, if this guy actually says that bending technology is not the way, what is he saying? He says we failed. He says we failed because I was the best. That was the best of the best of the best of the best, apparently, according to this bash brain. So so what is going on? Okay, what is going on? What is going on? Come on. He's laughing. Look at he knows, okay? This is the look of like satisfaction of deceiving someone. Yes, he knows he's not deceiving the person across from him because this person knows that the abyss is what they worship. And so this guy's just laughing because he's staring into the abyss and he's laughing with it because it's telling him to laugh. Amazing.
We never want to pay the price with a bent anything.
Yeah. But with this iPad,
we never want to pay the price with bent anything. Wow. Could it be the result that this came about because of bent? Just bent you. Meaning, wow. Bent the observer. Bent. Diffracted. Led astray. Could it be that? No. It could not possibly be that, according to this bash brain.
I mean, it's $800.
It's expensive.
The problem is that a lot of people are seeing iPads that are bent when they just first open it.
Yeah. I mean, out of the...
So now they're going to complain about, wow, I received product that was bent. Then why didn't you complain? Why didn't you complain and get your just frivolous money back so you could just go buy some more bash and have it sent to you and see if it worked that time? No, because you're being kicked around like the box in Ace Ventura. You're being kicked around and you're accumulating these broken pieces and thinking that it's new under the sun. And you're just smashing it together and smashing it and smashing it and smashing it and smashing it. You know why? Because you feel you're separate. You feel you're separate than him. You feel you're separate than yourself because you have multiple personalities. You are shattered into 1,000 rays of light. You are the pyramid, the upside down pyramid. You believe all the ups and downs and the swivels and the marks and the dashes and the smashes. You believe them all. You believe them all because they all have to do with you and you and you and only you.
The box, it's no fun. That part of the experience and relationship that you have with a product is so important.
Wow, the thing, guys. Who has that bond with their things? If you do, of course you have a bashed mind. Of course. Who is going to be like, wow, man, the bond that I have with my things, wow, is so amazing. It's so amazing. I could just, it's so good. It couldn't be that, wow, they have their purpose and their use. No. But of course, people use that to go into socialism, but that's a lie. So, but things are just... things are things. It's dust. It's dust. Just like your bashed flesh is when you will cease to be animated, right? But the life, what does the life do? It continues forever and ever and ever because it relentlessly gives and gives and gives, and the proof is everywhere. Just look around, right? But But no, you call that Mother Earth. Mother Earth that can easily be demolished by some smoke in the clouds. Wow, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that because you believe so hard in your third eye. You believe so hard in your third eye that you can just sit down and get hemorrhoids and blast yourself into the stratosphere of nowhere and end up in the multiverse of just shattered fractals everywhere. It's just fractal, hologram, and just bash. Believe that swivel. Believe the swivel of spiraling nowhere, down the drain into what? Nowhere. You guessed it.
So it's obviously no fun.
Especially an Apple product.
Especially an Apple product, fresh box, sleek design, and so on.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be a little bit optimistic on this one. I know right now some people are having issues getting their units replaced. I think Apple's going to do the right thing. I think if that's your iPad, the one in that picture,
Yep.
I think they're probably going to replace it for you. I think they should. Apple, if you're watching, just
Apple guys, see, if you're watching, just give this man his money back. Just please, because he's so weak, he hasn't done it already. Wow.
replace the bent ones.
Yeah, at least have
that are
some
out
sort
there.
of
Yeah, at least, yeah, guys, look,
unofficial replacement
Something.
program
Do
or
something. Do something about it, because that's no fun. That's not a happy customer, obviously. And your Apple, you have a few bucks lying around,
There you go.
huh? Offshore.
offshore, of course. He's like, slow down, man. Come on, what are you doing, man? Because of course he's part of it all. He's part of all. He has multiples of multiples. He has multiples. He knows how to play the game because he's so smashed. He's so smashed and dashed that he's cash money flow. He has everything. It's all pointing to him. It's all pointing to him, but he doesn't know why it's all pointing to him. It's pointing to him because he is a purpose. He is the purpose. He is the flesh. He is the flesh. And what is the flesh? The flesh is the purpose. The purpose of what? Allowing the witness. That is what? The life, the purity, the all. I mean, come on. The life, right? The life that giveth, right? God put the breath of life into man. Okay, what are you talking about? You think that you smashed and bashed and relentlessly bashed things together and again, over and over again to have some iPhone, and then now it's bent and I'm gonna cry because that's where technology is going. Wow, I'm gonna cry. But of course, it's all massage because the iPad Pro is bending. I'm not happy. Wow, this is bashed. This is bashed because if it's bending, right? Of course. Don't you think, oh, this is perfect? You just said that so many things bend. So if it's iPro is bending, that's where technology is going. What are you talking about? Come on, that's where the technology is going. It's bending. It's going into the flesh.
Offshore cash, and possibly go back to the drawing board like they did with the iPhone 6, maybe change some materials, put some reinforcements, and hopefully we get a better product. That's the main thing. That's the main point with these types of topics. It's like you're not just talking about it for strictly the purpose of hype. That's helpful. Of course, you want people to watch the content that you make and the stories that you write, but also
obviously
because uncovering things like this actually leads to further development and improvement of physical products. The one
yes, based on the bashed response, right, of the always aspiring bash brain, right, telling you that the future, it's all about the future, but as long as you can just bash yourself into oblivion, you can bat away anything away from you. Okay, what are you talking about? The bash is here. The bash and smash is the flesh. What are you talking about? Exactly. You're doing it relentlessly day in and day out, but you don't see it. So what does that say to you? Does that say just go relentlessly and bash some more, even more relentlessly like the Hulk? For you it does. And that's why it's the sufferings of the world. Amazing. And is it not the sufferings of the world that allow what? Exactly the witness, the life, to actually recognize what life is. What is life? What is life? What is the life? Come on, life.
ones that end up in your pocket like happened with
This guy believes that life is just going and partying his brains away and sleeping around and just going from bash relationship to bash relationship until you find somebody that's just enough bash of you, and then you will bash and bash and bash and bash and bash. And then if you happen to have killed children, exactly, because you kill them. You just sell them into slavery and you don't even give a damn. You actually encourage them to even go fuller and to do better than you did in the game. It's so amazing because what? You can live forever in the flesh. This is what they're saying forever. This has been forever. This has been forever, the lie, right? That you can live forever in the flesh. Doubting, split. You can live forever in the flesh, split. You can live forever in the, what? Exactly, split, separated, right? Because life lives forever, of course, right? But what does the flesh do? Right, it is dust. It is dust. What are you talking about? So what happens to the dust? Yes. It's to create supernovas in your bash brain. But what is the dust? The dust is the abyss. It is the fairy dust, the pixie dust that just carries you into the abyss in a boat, in a pirate ship where they just relentlessly defile you.
the 6S as a response to the iPhone 6. So it's all good.
Yeah.
If you like Apple, it's good. If you don't like Apple, it's good. It's good to have this kind of stuff out in the open.
Right. He's like, I'm not creating a divide between, if you're that guy or he's just wordsmithing. Because what? The whole point of this was just to get this worm in your head that what bending technology is bad, and that's why you should just bash it relentlessly into your flesh and just cut it open. Because no, you don't have to build the technology first and then bash it into your flesh. You can actually just bash it into you and just somehow create itself. And wow, it'll just grow into you. It will just grow into you. And you don't know what they're going to probably inject into you. You don't know. They're going to say it's nanotechnology, but of course, you know what the blood is? Yes, the ultimate nanotechnology. You have no clue. So they're just going to inject you with what? And directly into your bloodstream so that it can what? Just start growing and growing. No, this person believes this. This person believes it. Because of course they might start with a tattoo, patch where they're, sensory nerves, but that exists already. That's what people use to actually work out. It sends blasts of electric shock, and it just relentlessly devastates the muscle tissue, right? And you don't even have to do the actual push-up anymore. This exists. I mean, come on. And this person believes that. He believes in that. He believes the bash, and that's why he bashes instead of overcoming. Yes. This person thinks that rising above like the phoenix is overcoming. No, it's total just defilement and trauma-based just behavior. Yes, trauma-based behavior, a trauma-based reality. And that guy doesn't even know it. This guy is obliterated by the third eye. Yes.
Better iPads in the future. Regardless of the bending and stuff and the fact that it didn't replace a laptop for me, it's still an incredible achievement, this product, in the sense of how powerful it is, how wonderful the screen is.
Yes, because the third eye, right? What is the third eye? What is the third eye? It's you and me, as far as I can tell, right? There is the inward and outward, so to speak, right? There is the man of God and his connection to the Father, right? There is it's in many ways, yes. It's almost like, oh, it's beautiful, but what is the third eye? It's almost like, is it a third wheel or what is it? Is it a pyramid? I don't even know what that bash thing means, but what is it, right? Is it truly a Trinity? Is it a Trinity, or is it just follow the way and the truth to the Father? What is wrong with you? You believe in the third eye. The third eye is not real. It's just the abyss, the third person verbal, blah, 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 grammar, bash, the third eye. What is the third eye? Is what you write, like when you write a resume or some nonsense. What are you talking about? You're talking about you as you were a character, and you believe the character. Yes. You believe in the third eye. Yes, that third eye is the creator because you tell the story. Yes, and you create multiple stories and you create a fragmented existence. Just fractal upon fractal. That's what you tell yourself. Fractal, Groundhog Day. Just smash it another one in. Run, relentlessly. But you know what? Life is relentless. You know why? Because it's everlasting love, right? That relentlessly gives. Right? It doesn't discern. It's always there to show you, But you know, you see it and you're like, wow, this place is amazing. I'm just gonna defile and smash.
Is in a form factor like this.
Or you're gonna defile and smash while worshiping it. You're gonna say, "Wow, this place is so amazing. Let's just worship it and defile it because it defiles us, because it tells us what to do. Is we just have to stare into the abyss, just relentlessly, and then it will tell us what to do. Because what we couldn't possibly come to know what this is and where we are and where we come from, what this is all about. No, science is the way, but science admits that they will never come to know. It's just, we're just shooting in the dark, and as long as we're just precise, we don't give a damn about accuracy. We don't give a damn about accuracy. As long as a couple darts are precise, nobody gives a damn about accuracy. What are you talking about? What? There's only one way. One. But you say one, but of course you defile it because you believe in the one, the false junior out of shatter, which is what they do with trauma victims. They split their mind and then they own them. And this is sad.
They did strive for a good iPad, and I think that's what they did here. Minus the bending, I don't think there's any other issues with it.
Right.
And I think a lot of people would
price.
use this.
Because I mean, ultimately, yes, you could say that the flesh is here to actually do that very thing, meaning come to resolve in itself. Yes, but here's the thing: if the swarm can actually convince you that you are the flesh, then you will perish with the flesh that is just going to resolve. And what does resolve mean? That exactly, it means there's it cancels itself out. It just disappears. But it doesn't even disappear, right? Because that word doesn't even exist. But it returns. I mean, it continues being the life that it always will forever and ever, right? It just is what it is. Meaning, it's just, this person doesn't understand. No, it couldn't possibly, right? But this is, it's not for all of us to just admit that, yes, we won't come to know all the details of everything, but really, look, you have the essence and you have the actual nature of God within you. You know what tells you? Every time you hear it, right? Every time it calls out, and it shows you relentlessly every day. Just look around. It's here. It's all here relentlessly over and over again. It's not a hologram. It's not a people say it's all illusion. It's pumped. It's coding. Somebody created. There was some ancient alien civilization, brutal people that just smash and smash and smash, and they were so smart they just continued to smash, and they created us. Wow. And of course, the obvious answer is who's created them, but that's not even the point. The point is what? What is the life? The life. Yes. What is? Did Pinocchio knew nothing. He just was some wooden piece of block just smashed together by some old man. And then, of course, he doesn't give a damn. But you know what actually led him forward? The promise of being real, having real life. Isn't that amazing? Wow, do you remember that Disney indoctrination of bashing, bash, bash, right? But no, because you know what? The fairy, the light, was actually the one that actually could say whether or not this person got life. No, it couldn't possibly be that the person always just was living but just didn't accept the life. It couldn't possibly be that, right? No. This bashed just, carved out ski ramp where he just goes inside and defiles his brain left and right every day. He does nice turns and new leaves and whatever he calls them, and just smashes and get ups because he's learning, guys. He's just learning. Just it's the worm. It's the worm word. It's just channeling in and out, just in and out, and it tickles him and it shows him how awesome he is. It shows him how awesome he is. It truly does, because that's what this worm does. Amazing.
Maybe the price, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, if you're a college student and, it's either that or the laptop, maybe that's a good option.
Does it in any way stop you from recommending this device, possibly to a loved one, a family member?
Right. It's like, guys, would you recommend this thing that bends? And mind you, they say it's because it's faulty or whatever. But even then, what if it was actually meant to bend? But then somebody got their gift and it was like, oh, this thing bends? Meh. Come on, what are you talking about?
A friend?
I would totally recommend it for
He would.
For anyone who doesn't want to use a laptop, I think that's the best
Right.
tablet that's out there right now.
But let's be clear.
For anyone that doesn't want to use a tablet or use a laptop, right? That's the best tablet out there. So that was the punchline. That was the whole video right there. It's like, yes, it is the best technology. It is, guys. It is. But somehow we have to make it better. Make it better. And of course, how are you going to make it better? Because the technology of bendiness is already there. It's already here. But somehow it's just not good enough. So somehow the worm has to find a latch, somewhere to just an entry point. It needs an entry point. And so that's why there's relentless things like this, right? To relentlessly find an entry point and see where their bait is and see where they're going to just get split open.
Clear. For $1,000, you're going to tell people to get a laptop still. I know I am.
Sure.
It's a lot of money for a tablet, for an iPad.
It's a lot. Again, this guy's mentioned the money aspect like 3 or 4 times. Amazing.
Yeah, but it's the best tablet, I would have to say.
I'll say
But it's, see, again, just, yes, endorsement. Yes, kiss. What are you kissing? Yes, amazing.
the same.
For sure.
How does this end, this show?
How does this end? Exactly, because it doesn't end. It's a song that never ends for you. That expands and bends and spirals and just goes and gravitates and just smashes and and mashes, and eventually it'll contract. That's what you believe. What is this? Okay, what is this? What is this?
We can't do too much joke.
Let's end it there. Actually, just one more thing, because this is probably important to not leave out. And this is this. Life is already like this, in the sense of what most people perceive. So they're out there looking to see, how does he get to the point where they see just nothing and think that they see everything? That's the whole point. Okay? And yes, there's many tricks to the trade, and this is just another massage. Okay, they should just call them massages, just brain massages, to see what actually people are. Yeah, that's the thing. Come on, people can't even think. Yes, they think about their problems, and they think of poor me. They think victim to the 21st power. They think victim to the 33rd power. I mean, they're just everywhere. And of course, it's always about just, it's me, it's my fault. I should just be more grateful, and just pound it into my flesh. So I believe it, because no, I couldn't constantly be surrounded by the life that is love, and just relentlessly gives, and it doesn't even care. It doesn't care if you're hungry, it just gives. It just gives. If you're hungry and starving, it's because you don't know what food is, and you don't know how to feed yourself. Okay, it's a spiritual battle. Okay, what are you feeding? It's not about feeding the bad wolf or the good wolf in your bashed rocket, batting away thoughts, realm. No, what are you? You're the flesh. Overcome the flesh. Yes, return to the Father, the only living God. Yes, of course. Stand in the truth. The truth is everywhere. The truth, seek it, because it's everywhere. There's nothing new under the sun. And if you continue your life seeking the abyss, it will abyss you. It will oblige, because it's the constant chase. Okay, you want to chase it away. Chase it, because you will never chase it. You will never chase it, meaning it's relentlessly going to defile you as you think you're going to reach it. Yes, the wormhole of pleasure. Yes, the wormhole of pleasure, where you just stick it in there and somehow you feel pleasure. You feel pleasure sometimes, but you don't know quite why. And they will tell you it's because of dopamine and all these oxamine and all these chemicals. And they're all just blasting in your brain and blasting. So you just have to do the things. Do. The things that make you feel good. But usually that means just bashing against other people that just feel and think the same way as you do. So you're not just doing anything, you're just creating pockets of feelings and feelings and more feelings that you're just gonna bash against each other and collide them together for the final battle. And that's what you do, because you actually just bash and bash and bash and bash and bash, and you belash and belash and belash and lash out at what? The creation, because you defy it. You defy it so much because you believe in it so much, and you want the world to just continue forever and ever, so you can just project yourself into the next multiverse. Yes, you want it so bad. You want it so bad, you can taste it, and you can't wait for that thing to go in your flesh and start growing and just defile everything about you. Yes, amazing.